They said it was a good network. Melbourne Airport. Good morning, Von.
Morning.
How are you doing?
Bit tired.
Von's on my flight. She was booked in on the Sunday flight, was it?
Sunday.
The Sunday flight. Von went to check in on Saturday night, when we got home from Ballarat, and there was no flight. They'd actually cancelled Von's flight to the US.
I was a little bit distressed.
To
put it.
Sorry, I'll just set the camera up right here. Oh, there's a bit of... I'm not sure what's going on with that camera there. It's got a...
On the background.
Oh, it's the brightness. Sorry, I'll try and turn it around. I'm going to make it better for everyone. Hey, from Spain. Hey, cheers.
We could fly to Spain from here.
We can fly to anywhere from here. Probably not Antarctica though. Anyway, so we're at Melbourne Airport now. We've got a decent uplink, so whenever I get an uplink, I'm going to utilise it as much as I can. So anyway, we've got half an hour?
Yeah.
Half hour to kill before we get on the plane. It's a full plane because the Sunday flight was cancelled and everyone rescheduled for either Monday or Tuesday. It's now Tuesday morning here. So I'm just going to pull up the live chat on my laptop.
And talk about all things live chat and airports.
You have to be louder. How's the audio? Just let me know if the audio's okay.
Yeah.
Hi from Stall.
Yeah.
Stall.
Well, he's got a new boss.
That's one tip of the Golden Triangle. If that's the right stall that I'm thinking of. Is it Stall Ballarat Bendigo? Let me know. How long's the flight? 15 hours. So,
We just had coffee.
yeah, so to prepare for that, coffee. Golden water. This water costs $2. Cost me $4 though, because it ate $2 in the machine. Anyhow, let me get on to the questions on YouTube Live here. But hopefully this goes earlier for the people in the US. So we're heading to the US right now. Because most of the time if I go live later on in the day, it doesn't actually suit everyone. Here we go. I have live chat pulled up.
I'm going to be doing some stuff here, so just let me know if you need me to try.
Von's just going to be tapping away in the background. There's a bit of light across the screen I can see there. Do I choose to be bald? It's not a choice. Fucking hell. No, I didn't choose my parents, unfortunately. So...
We're on time for the flight.
Yeah, I don't have no time for that. Okay, just pulling up the chat window here. First Lama live, excellent. Why is it your first one? Is it because my other ones have been at different times? Hang on, I'm just trying to position everything here. Sorry, Von, you're going to be out of the picture for the...
They'll be able to hear me though if I talk.
That's Von coming in from the side. How much cash I got for the slot machines? None. Someone donated $10 to the channel the other day on Super Chat, so I'm going to have to put that into the machines. But we've also got a ton of quarters. I'm hoping there's like slot machines with quarters, because every time we come back from the US, we have a ton of extra coins that we don't use. So I'll put all those through. I've probably got $5 or $6 worth of quarters. What's my FTB? I've got no idea. How old am I? I'm 38. Wow, that's kind of weird. Good question though. According to somebody, I'm 64 though, so... Am I going to win? No. I did a one lap. We're racing the Richmond course on Zwift. Did one lap last night and my power was down about 20 watts from my PB, so I did a 23-minute flat around Richmond solo. It's okay, but it's not. I'm not going to win it. Not what I'm there for. If I was there to win it, I wouldn't have accepted. Not in the form for that. But when did I lose my hair? What's with the hair questions? That's bizarre. I started going bald at about 22, 23. So I get to call now. I take the rest of it off. But if I was to actually grow my hair, I'd grow a weird, creepy mullet. That's about all I'd get. Von's not into that. What do I think of the new Specialized Roubaix? I'm not sure. I'd have to check their warranty to see if they allow trainer usage. Am I planning to bring back any trainers to add to my collection? No, I've already got too many. We added the hammer yesterday. I've got the hammer video. Von actually did the unboxing. So I've had a demo unit. We didn't get to do the unboxing, but Von did the unboxing of the hammer yesterday and rode it last night because she had some time to kill. Well, not really much time to kill, but she had a chance to ride it. So I've got a video to edit on the plane. So I'm happy with that. No hair, more aerodynamic. Absolutely. When am I coming to England? I'm not sure. The guys that I'm heading over, guys and girls, and the team I'm heading over to see at the US in Vegas, it's early, are holding an event, I believe, somewhere in that vicinity. So if it all works out, can I take Kim Little? No, definitely not. No. Him and Scotty Weeks will go head to head up the road, and we'll be pack fodder. So I'm cool with that. No stress from me whatsoever. What's the best power meter value for money? Depends on how much money you've got. Giant TCR on the trainer. Look, I switched back to the S-Works the other day and I loved it. The TCR, I mean, it's an okay bike, but I've spent so much time on the S-Works that I think I'll go back to that. Have I rode a Specialized Alice? No. Chattanooga. Whereabouts is Chattanooga? My knowledge of the US, I hope it's the US, isn't really that great. I know where Disneyland is. Pedal-based power meters, power tap, definitely. MGM Grand Buffet. Von, we've been told to go to the MGM Grand Buffet.
Sounds good.
Von's given the thumbs up.
For dinner.
Have I seen the new? Yeah, I have seen the new Shimano power meter. So I'm going to be a bit quiet. There's a few more people coming around now. They don't want me talking bike crap. Yeah, but it's not out. It's not out till, it was going to be April, now it's mid-year, now it's whenever, and the price of that thing's going to be through the roof, no doubt, given it's Shimano. Even their crank sets are worth about the same as other power meters, so we'll see. How did I get on with Stages power meters? The one I have reads a little low. On a good day it reads right. I don't know what the difference is there, up against the Neo and the Drivo and things. But the new ones may be okay. I don't have a new one. Like the new Wahoo Bolt? Yeah, I do. Works pretty well. I'm still waiting for the TT mount though, so I can use it on the TT bike. The power tap worth it, seems hassle-free. Yeah. You've got to switch cleats though. That's probably the only downside for the power tap pedals. Best tyres? Depends. Race tyres? Have a look at the new Vittoria. They're expensive, whatever they are. I like the Roubaix. What do we use, Von? Roubaix, Specialized Roubaix Pros for just all-rounders. They're bulletproof. Pretty cheap. Not good race tyres, but 60 kg rider. Light carbon wheels, good aluminium. RS81s. Just go RS81s from Shimano. Carbon wheels, not really my thing for just everyday stuff. Race wheels, yeah. But the gains you get, not a hell of a lot. I raced a set of heavy carbon clinches, 50mm carbon clinches for about 6 months over in Perth. They were fine, uphills, downhills. Just the braking though on big long descents can get scary. Do I have a job? Yeah, sure. Any news for the Flux? No. I'm trying to get my third unit for the Flux. Still nothing out though. They are for sale now in Australia though. If I had the spare cash, well, to risk, I'd go dump it on a new Flux, about $1,000. But I'll just sort of sit back and wait to see what everyone else's experience is with that. My experience has been put up on the internet 3 or 4 times now. What is my job, Charlie? Talking to you, mate. How's the hammock? Good. It was actually pretty good. Sorry, I get the announcements coming through. Favourite bike computer? Depends. I still use the 820 quite a bit because it's just all set up for my all my devices. But the Bolt's working quite well as well. First time try advice. Give up the running and the swimming. Go for the bike leg only. Sorry, I got Von giggling over here and I got another guy looking at what I'm up to. Party hard in Vegas? No, I don't drink or smoke or gamble, so that's a bit of a waste of time, but I will go see Brittany. Von, have we got Brittany tickets?
You need to organise that.
We need to organise Brittany tickets.
For Wednesday.
For Wednesday. Do I recommend a Stages or a 4i and why? No. They're budget options, maybe the new Stages or a 4i. I'm trying to get myself a hold of a 4i. They don't return my emails. Backstage, baby. Yeah, backstage. Does Brittany do any backstage? Is there video P tickets for Brittany? Hell yeah. How much am I planning to throw at the casinos? Nothing. Well, I've got a pocket full of change. That's about it. Mavic or American Classics? Well, I haven't ridden any American Classics. I have had some Mavics though. And they've always had really, really good bearings in the Mavics. So I like those. But steer clear of the Serums, the most unaerodynamic wheel ever built. Look at all the tests on that online. They're pretty hilarious how bad they actually are. They're okay. They're strong, good training wheels. But would I ride with Armstrong? Sure. Would he ride with me? Probably not. Getting to ride outside? Yeah, we are. We've got some bikes sorted. So we've sent all our measurements and stuff over rather than travel in all this junk with bikes. How do I rate the TCR versus the S-Works? I don't. The S-Works is just leaps and bounds ahead. I thought the TCR was okay, and I put up with it for 6 months until I jumped on the S-Works the other day and just loved the ride. I think it's more so because I've ridden it for probably 3 or 4 years, and I jumped on. I've got 36 bars, so yeah, nice and skinny. And people say 36 is too skinny. No, I ride a bike that does this, so that's like 10 centimetre width bars. So no, I find the bars nice and comfy. What do I think about the Garmin 25? And would I do a review of it? Yeah, but I wouldn't buy one, so you're probably not going to get a review anytime soon. Close calls with motorists, yeah, both on the bike and in the car. I've been pretty lucky though. I try and be courteous. In any bunch I ride with, we always yell out car back. Try not to ride in a lot of bunch rides, like things like the Hell Ride here in Victoria or anything like that. So I do most of my riding solo, or with people I know really well, and they're all pretty good with drivers. And yeah, will a carbon bike last as long as an aluminium bike? Probably longer, depends how you treat it. Good one for Raoul, that one. Vegas sucks. Yeah, we've seen it's about 20 k's to get out of town. How many riders? I think it's about 8 or 9 or 10 for this ride. So my goal is not to be last, but if I come last, still in Vegas. What's my race strategy? Depends on the race. For Vegas though, who knows? Like those guys probably hit it from the start, and a lot of the times with the Zwift, it's just a TT straight out. So it's 2 laps of Richmond, bit of a snooze fest visually, but racing should be good. What we'll do is we'll just go and pedal our bike hard. I had one crack around there last night, 23 minutes, which is about 15 seconds slower than my PB, but in a bunch it's different. Whatever. Yeah, 10 watts a kilo for the first 5 minutes. Yeah, that's going to be the problem. Highest ever at power output. Sprint-wise, about 1400. 5 minutes. 475 for 5 minutes. That's about all I can recall off the top of my head. That's at about 71, 72 kilos. If I tried Trainer Road, I've tried it, but I don't have a subscription to it. So it's different though. It's like Trainer Road is if you want a bit of a science lesson. Zwift for more entertainment, and I need visual entertainment indoors. That's why I use Zwift. Even when I'm doing the workout mode, I'll have Zwift just off to the side. So there's just something going on, something to think about other than just following that line. I followed the line for many, many years before Zwift came along. Where I'd like to see myself in 5 years. Wow, this is getting very Oprah. Alive. Von's giggling from the side. Favourite all-time bike? Favourite all-time bike, Von? Have I ever mentioned...
Your TT bike?
My TT, yeah, the Shiv.
Yeah.
It's ugly to ride, but it's quick. And it's good when you get off the thing. Seems less relevant when racing. Seems less than relevant real racing in going on, I'm out. I have no idea what that means, but if you're out, catch you soon. Can turbo training lead to frame failure? Not frame failure, no. Rear dropout problems, maybe. But if you're putting a rear wheel in and out of your bike non-stop and sort of dragging the rear axle and scraping things around, sure. If your front end moves around on the rear trainer and it's locked in at the back, so it's like you're doing that, it'll grind things out a bit. So there can possibly be rear dropout. Where? Usage, general use. That's it. As for your frame braking, if your frame's going to break on an indoor trainer, it's going to break outside too. So if you're not confident for your bike on an indoor trainer, any bike, then just don't ride. A lot of people, it's kind of funny, they say, I'll go get an aluminium bike instead. Well, that's going to break just as much, if not even more, with the welds and things. That's one for Raoul though. We've been asked this a million times. And again, we're up to see the proof. So if anyone has a bike that's broken on the indoor trainer because of the indoor trainer, please send it through to me. We want to know about this. We can't find it though. We can only find stories. What's my go-to power meter at the moment? The PowerTap P1 pedals. I've got a Quark on other bikes as well, which I like. And then obviously the indoor trainers all have power meters on them. I'm looking for an entry-level trainer to use on Zwift. I'm not sure Taylor Swift likes entry-level trainers, but if you're looking for one on Zwift, the Elite Cubo, type in GP Lama indoor trainer reviews or indoor trainer guide GP Lama, and I've got a list of all my trainers. What's cheap for someone, maybe a Neo for someone else. So it's really hard to tell. Cheapest power meter. There's a few out in the market. Have a look at DC Rainmaker's power meter site. That's probably the best you can do for that. But cheap, again, it depends. SRMs will be cheap for some people around here flying to Dubai, first class. Zwift, Dame you autocorrect. Thanks. I'm glad you get my humour. I don't want to piss anyone off. Carbon steel or aluminium for a weekend warrior. Whatever you can afford, whatever feels comfortable. Are you hoping to partner with e-racing guys and bring races to Australia? No, I'm not an event organiser. I'm not in event management or promotion or marketing, or I'm actually a tech guy who sort of sits in the corner, is happy tapping away. So that's sort of not my area. I'm participating in this. I just happen to have a bit of a following online, so I guess that's why they're bringing me along, to showcase everything. Not my thing though, unfortunately. I think they're talking about coming to Australia. Power tap hubs, I love them. That's where I started first off with my first power meter back in 2007. It was a power tap hub. Have I ridden Zwift in VR? Yes, I have. I've used the Oculus, and it was insane. It was the world that we know, and then as soon as you put the goggles on and look sideways, it just tilts everything in real time, and you can look at your legs and your arms and other people going past. It's all there. It's all ready to go. The Oculus support those only in beta. So, yeah, and the Oculus was sweaty, so we're just waiting for that tech to really take off. But I'm hoping to see the PlayStation and Xbox, I guess, realms really drive that, and then the sporting arena will actually sort of adopt from that. So we'll see what happens. But the way I see it, people dismiss the technology. I'm not dismissing it. Remember the old Nokia phones we used to have? Compare that to what I'm recording this on. Chalk and cheese. So I'm sort of waiting. I know the tech's going to be there, but not only for Zwift. Do you imagine doing a HD 3D, those 3D videos where you can look up and down and all that? With a headset on one of those, the Tri market and the TT market and the Ironman market will go crazy. So if you had a HD video in full 360 with a headset on and you can do visual cues, I may have talked about this before, it's going to be a total game changer for online and just immersiveness inside. Cycling Cam, g'day mate, how you doing? Cycling Cam, another one of a YouTubers who's been hassled by, drinks around. Another one of these YouTubers has been hassled by these marketing companies out of China. Funny. Mr. Miller and Mrs. Vaughn, please proceed to boarding gate 23. There's a lot of companies out of China, and they're doing really good on the marketing. They'll contact everyone who's got a bit of a social following and say, hey, can you review our product? They're really proactive in that way. But it just feels a bit dodgy. I've had a few, and I've requested a few things, and a few just didn't get back to us. But the funny story was, one company said to me the other day, look, I'll do a review for, I'll give you a $50 item. And I ignored the email, $50. The next week, it was, we'll give you a $60 item. So I used Wolfram Alpha to calculate out that in 95 years, they'll allow me to review a $50,000 item. So just $10 every week. So stay tuned for that. Norbs is on. Hey man, how you doing, Norbs? But yeah, got to catch up with Maven once we returned to Melbourne. That was good to see Maeve. And that shot, if you saw the shot that I put up on Instagram, I was just riding behind Maven and Rhino, and it wasn't a set shot or anything. They were just talking, and then Rhino puts his arm around Maven, and I just got that one shot. That, yeah.
His words on what I thought were really good.
Yeah, and Von took a video. Sorry, Von's next to me having a chat. Von took a video of the news article as well, that they sort of put the camera in Maeve's face. But Maven spoke really, really well. A good representative of cycling. So I think that's why we all love him. His heart is in such a good place. Like, he's just such a everyone gets that. He's got the following, and yeah, it's really good to see him do so well, and the support he's getting from everyone as well. Somebody keeps asking about Fuji bikes. Never ridden one. I've had a Fuji track bike. I went and got a Fuji track bike when I did the National Masters stuff. 2010. I think I did Pursuits and Kilos on that, and they didn't really track enough anymore, so I sold that. But Fuji bikes, don't know about any of the road stuff. just going through the rest of the questions here, so sorry if I'm just delaying and sucking down water. Maven needs to do YouTube full time. I think he is. I think he's got plans for Giro and things like that. My mileage per week, 0 miles, but I do a few Ks, probably 250 to 300 Ks. So miles, what's that? 200 miles, 180. Do I think Maven will crowdfund the trip to the Volta? I hope so. I hope he gets over there with Hannah. Yeah, because SBS don't have it over here, so our national broadcaster here in Australia doesn't have the rights, or they weren't offered the rights. So last year we all sort of stayed up late at night watching the Giro every night with Keno and Robbie. Now there's no coverage, so we have to get either Eurosport, not Pirate Streams. Who does that? But if Maven can get over there as well and do live streams and just bring his view of things, that'd be so cool. So I'd get behind that. I think Maven's doing t-shirts as well soon, so watch out for Maven's channel. Support him by buying t-shirts. I'm wearing my t-shirt that I got from Disneyland last time over on the plane. Do I think Froome is doping? I've got no idea. I can only vouch for one single person in this world who's not doping. I'm not to say everyone else is, but I could only be responsible for what I put in my own body. Would I do YouTube full-time if I could? Oh, look, if some magic fairy came along and dumped a ton of cash in, or if I do really well in the pokies in Vegas, yeah, sure. But YouTube, I've mentioned this a million times, is a dark cloud. It can take and give, and they do not give too. I'll keep it polite, but they don't really care too much about the content creators. So even during January, I think the monetization of the videos, which is only a few bucks a day, that halved like that for no reason at all. And there's so YouTube, to rely on that, for me it's the opportunities that come from YouTube which are handy, such as me sitting in an airport right now, going to Vegas. Pure Mount Water EPO. I like it. Willie have frames, no idea, haven't ridden one. I'm just going through the questions here, guys, so really appreciate everyone stopping by and having a chat. It's killing time really handy. What am I doing in Vegas? We're heading over to perform in Vegas. Now that sounds like an absolute showgirl type thing to say, but it's the how could I even put it? It's the Cyclegent World Cup launch for using Zwift as a platform. Well, they could use any platform, but they've chosen Zwift for cycling as an e-sport. So it'll be in an esports arena. There's big screens, there's live streams, there's a lot of show. There's been player cards put out that I'm a part of. It's just this massive, but it's just the start of using cycling as an e-sport, or cycling as a indoor competition. Call it whatever you want. But the guys have asked me to come over and have a chat, and we're over there for the week, so I'm keen to catch up with everyone just to see where this is heading. I have a little experience with riding indoors, so I hopefully be able to add some value for going over there. And as I've mentioned a million times, I'm not going to win the thing. I've been training and I'll give it a right red crack. But I'm a realist. Yeah, everyone knows that. Colton, they're on CVR. Sorry, let me just pull it up on the screen here. It's someone just donated $5 and says love me. No, love me. I love yeah. Thank you. $5. I'll put that in the pokies, or that'll go towards the Britney tickets. Let me know. Yeah, Britney tickets. Everyone likes the Britney tickets. That was me. Hey, thank you. So it's on Facebook. CVR World Cup. Where? Let me just find it here, and I can link everyone through to it. But it's on my other videos as well, so link below. Sorry, I don't have it right in front of me. Here we go. So I guess probably the best place to go for all this information is Zwift Community Live. So look up Zwift Community Live on Facebook, and there's all the links to their live streams and all this promo and stuff like that. So have a look at that. That's probably the best place. Rather than me tell you to go to a million different URLs. How come Von is always so cheerful? Hey Von. Here we go. Why are you always so cheerful, Von?
Got to start with a positive attitude. If it ends up staying that way, we'll see.
Just wait for a 15-hour flight. She won't be that happy at the end of it. All right, back to the questions. Is there a dollar sign somewhere I can click to donate? I'm not asking for donations, but there is a dollar sign down below in the chat. It's called Super Chat. That's how they've now funded YouTube. There's no, what do you call it, fan funding on YouTube now. They've actually converted it over to what's called Super Chat, which is only available for live streams. Sorry, I'll try and get the lighting right. Which is really, I won't say encouraging people to go live. It's forcing people to go live to try and monetize their streams. But on the chat, on the web, it's... Hang on, I've got the stream in front of me over here somewhere. You should have seen Maeve though. The other day he was in the middle of and when he was in the Nullarbor, and things started rolling in for him. I think he got $200 or so.
That's one ticket to Brittany.
That's one ticket to Brittany. Pity Maeve's not coming with us. Do I get any AdSense money above $100? Yeah, pretty much. AdSense isn't bad. I've now got the Amazon affiliate links as well, but they only send a check after $100. That's like just little loose change. I think that's got like $50 in 3 weeks or something from me. Ali, AdSense is the revenue funding thing for Google, YouTube, that big cloud that do all the ads. $2 from D Smith video. Don't spend it all on blow. That'll get me a coffee. Cheers, thank you. Sorry, I realised I just put my big bald head on the screen. Such is live. Lake Vegas. Why doesn't the speed of the questions match the answers? Not sure what you mean by that.
They don't come through at the same rate.
Alrighty, they do. It's instant. How many laps of the Richmond course, asks Littlefinger? Just 2. I think 1 would be hard enough, but just 2. So, did a bit of a leg tester yesterday on the course. And you know when you do the course hack and there's usually someone in the other worlds? There was no one on Richmond. No surprises there. You'll hate US coffee? Yeah. Yes, Vegas will be streamed live, and that's on the Zwift Community Live. My aunt and uncle got married in Vegas. Sweet. Whoa, Von's coming to the screen. Today, 8:25. Last decent coffee. Oh, Cycle Cam just went live, did he? Or was live before here? Cool. My travel buddy. But keep an eye. I'll be doing it instead. Hang on, I'll just get rid of some notifications that have popped up that's telling me to board a plane. No, we're good. I'll probably do a lot of Insta stuff because it's instant. A little bit of Twitter as well. So if you follow me on here, it's just GP Lama on Instagram and Twitter. Probably not a lot on the Facebook stuff. Facebook's kind of weird for my GP Lama. It's not a big following, but it's much easier just to push out stuff on Instagram. But yeah, YouTube Live really helps as well. What other cycling channels can I recommend? Well, Cycling Cam's in the house, so check out Cam stuff. Who else have we got? Maven, definitely Maven, and also Rhino. Check out Rhino's trip. Rhino is finishing off the Indian Pacific. Well, he's chosen to keep riding through to Sydney. Have a look at Rhino's live feeds. He is hilarious. What day is the event? It's on Saturday in the US, which is Sunday here. We're in the future here. We're going back to the past as we cross over the date line about 10 hours time. A social spinner as well. Yep. Where does GP Lama come from? It's a nickname from school years ago, and it's a unique username that was on no system, such as GeoCities and Hotmail back in the day, and IRC. Vegan cyclist, yeah, definitely vegan cyclist. He's really, really good quality content. All the best cycle channels are from Oz. No, we've just got a few, actually. I don't know why a few come out of Australia, but...
LA traffic jam picture.
Ah, sweet. Von's just showing me a picture of LA. Santa Monica Beach. Yeah, I think if we've got a 7-hour layover, is it?
Yeah.
So we're hoping to get into Santa Monica and walk down to Venice Beach. I've done that walk twice. I've got to show Von that. It's just humans everywhere. I've done a few videos from there, actually. If people are I guess, hardcore viewers of this, you've seen me sitting down, and I presented a few videos just sitting on Santa Monica Beach as people go flying by. I think people just watch the people flying by rather than what I was talking about. That's fine. I love that place. It's just everyone's chilled when the weather's good. So good. The photo of me giving Maven a hug, yeah, I just, after what happened in the Indian Pacific and what Maeve's gone through, I told him to expect a man hug, and there's nothing you can do about it. So when I saw him, I ran up to him, or rolled over and gave him a hug. But from what him and Hannah went through as well, just, I guess, everyone involved, and even the viewers. I mean, a lot of people were hit by the news of Mike. Yeah, mentioned that a few times. It's sorry, I'm listening to the. No, not us yet. So we're still good. Am I going to get? Are you getting the win against Quinton? No, definitely not. I'm not there. I won't win it. Not last to be handy. Last, I'm still in Vegas, so I'm cool. Future content plans. Can't give away all my secrets. No, I've got a whole whiteboard of stuff at home, and I've got probably 20 things, either tech things or what I've got laying around, or things like, the wheel balancing and the row. So I've got a ton of content to get through, but it's just getting the time to film it up and chop it up. Cheapest smart trainer is the Cubo Digital Smart B Plus. It's got a really long name. Check out GP Lama Indoor Trainer Reviews. It's on my big list of trainers that I've got. More time trial content. Yeah, I love TTs, but for now, just keep doing intervals. That's about it. Raise that threshold. Are power-ups allowed in the event? I don't know. Probably not.
I need them.
Are dropouts on stage as ground for a replacement unit? For sure. I think if any product isn't performing the way they advertise it for you, such as, do they advertise it having dropouts? I don't think so. So if you're experiencing dropouts, that's not a good experience. Send it back. Or sell it on eBay. Have I ever had dingo on a pizza? No, not yet. We don't eat dingo. Well, I don't eat dingo. Best chain lubricant. I like, what has Von got? Muck Off. Oh, for me, the best one's whatever I've got, which usually comes in a little show bag or a freebie bag. But Muck Off. Why there's so many good cycling apparel brands in Australia, I don't know. I've got a beef with that, though. I mean, how many cycling brands really need to come out with new clothes? There's not much. I mean, not many people have changed body shapes or anything like that. I've had a few companies approach me to do our own kit, but I need technical brands. I'd like what sets it apart, like pictures or colours, or I don't really care about that. If it's a brand new chamois or if it's an aerodynamic material, now we're talking, but most of them are just patterns. What's my favourite cycling apparel brand? Whatever I get for free. There's just so many out there to choose from now. Avoid Volva at all costs. There's a few cheap ones because everyone just sort of, it wouldn't be too hard to come up with a company name, a brand, get it outsourced. I'm sure there's probably one or two factories, like they are for bikes, one or two factories, and people just rebrand stuff and sell it as their own. An aerodynamic chamois.
Can I get you to mind the stuff?
Yeah, sure, no worries. Do I ever resell free products you are given? No, I don't. I'm not given that many things. I usually keep them or just pass them on, or Slane gets them if I borrow. Map kit, yeah, that's been around. Same with Rafa. It's really funny because it used to be just ASOS that everyone used to just take the mickey out of because no one could afford ASOS kit, and then I think all these other brands came along and started selling $350 to $400 nicks, and that became the norm. I don't know what happened to cycling there, but why is Durian Rider so angry? How much do bananas cost in Australia? Depends on the season. They can be as cheap as 99 cents a kilo through to, $7 or $8. There was a few years ago a cyclone that wiped out most of the banana stocks, and that cost a lot of money for bananas then. carbon fibre chamois. Nasty. Specialised shoes, when you first put them on, like with any sort of stiff-soled shoe, they're pretty stiff and really, really uncomfortable. And for like actually I found out the retail of those shoes were $4.99 Australian, which is just ludicrous. I didn't pay that much. I sweet talked the guy at the store to give me a little bit off. They're okay. They're coming around. It takes probably 2 or 3 weeks for cycling shoes for me. But what I did with them as well, I got a pedal spanner, and where the wide part of my foot I pushed out sort of across that bit with the pedal spanner on the shoe. I've actually got them in my bag with me now. And then I actually soaked them in water and then wore them on the indoor trainer. So because they're leather, they'll sort of stretch out a bit, and now they're like 100% on what they were out of the box. Someone's putting their phone number there. That's creepy, and we're not even in Vegas yet. If you don't like it, vote with your wallet. Yeah, that's what I tell everyone. What indoor trainer to get or what power meter to get, just buy one. And if it doesn't work, you can flip them. I mean, these things resell pretty well. No experience with Brighton computers, sorry. Does Vegemite give Aussie bikers an edge? Good salt content, maybe. We're getting busier behind us. Cycling apparel is so expensive. Hell yeah, I agree. I mean, $450 for a pair of shoes or $4.99 for a pair of shoes. And then I walked in to buy a new pair of normal shoes the other day and I wouldn't spend $160 because I thought that was too much. So our level of perspective is just way out. Can I recommend good recovery after a hard effort? Just good food, rest, put the legs up, easy spin on the bike the next day. How's my Alien computer working out? Yeah, it's getting a bit old in the tooth now. I've got the Alienware i3, which is a NVIDIA M60 chip, I think. No, sorry, M860. I've overclocked it using Afterburner. It's going okay, but I can't get Ultra out of it, so it's just HD. It's okay. You would like an upgrade, but the Alienware R2 is about $1,000, maybe $1,200. Team Sky bib shorts at 160 pounds. Ouch. Golden Retriever. Why am I watching some guy sitting in an airport in Australia? Good question. Why am I some guy in Australia sitting in an airport? How much is the tax on bikes in Australia and Ogs? Tax-wise, I'm not sure. We've got a 10%.
Ladies and gentlemen, this announcement is concerning passengers travelling on United Flight 99 through to Los Angeles.
That's me.
Your aircraft will be slightly delayed today due to the late arrival of the inbound aircraft. We do anticipate boarding will commence at approximately 8:50, and we thank you for your patience.
Oh well, more time for questions. My iMac is amazing. Yeah, Macs are okay for gaming as long as you get the high-end ones with a separate graphics chip. Anything inbuilt, such as the Intel Iris 6100.
Attention, please.
Lama Life Frustrated Edition. Another one. No, it's okay. I think it's only like a 10-minute delay or something. Yeah, that's why I'm live. It is free Wi-Fi and there's about 16 megabits uploaded. So it'd be actually easier for me to make a video, ride my bike out here, sit in the airport lounge, upload, then ride home, which is probably about 20 k's from home. Then it would be to upload from home.
United Airlines is paging Mr. Alexander Paradis. If you're in the terminal, can you please see staff at gate number 10?
I'll give you a tour. It's getting pretty busy in here now. The plane, I don't think it's even arrived yet. I'm usually not up this early, so anybody watching from the US, that's probably why we're up early for the plane. Am I going with T-Mobile? Yeah, I am actually. It's on this phone. I have a T-Mobile SIM. Though it's a prepaid SIM I had last time, so I jumped on the T-Mobile site and it says there's a T-Mobile One, which is for $80, unlimited LTE, etc, 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 up to like 30 gig or so, which would have been fine. So I hit renew on that and it auto-renewed my old plan, so I got shafted with that just before I even got into the States. So I think I've got 10 gig on this for now, then we'll just sort of Wi-Fi hop from here.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's
No,
a.
that's fine. Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
You know you've made it with a decent viewing audience when you got to delete someone's racist message.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start urgently paving.
Yeah, got rid of him. Don't worry. I'm on it with that. I've got the laptop sitting here. What do I think of golden retrievers? Are they they're Labradors? Is that it? Or is it a type of Labrador? We're only watching for Vaughn. Yeah, Vaughn's gone. Sorry, that's not Vaughn. Any Zwift updates to coincide with the Giro? I don't know. I don't have any insight to the Zwift stuff and what's coming out, unfortunately. I had the Zwift Apple TV native beta running the other day, but it's the pre-beta, so I really can't show a hell of a lot of it because I don't want to give people the impression that, here's the frame rates, here's the texture rates, here's everything about it as a first look, and it's not the final or not even the beta. Yvonne went to the gate and already departed. Do I like the Wahoo Element? Yeah, it's not bad. It's a bigger bolt, effectively. But I've used the Element for a while. Depends on what bike I'm on and what mount that I have, because they're different mounts that How many hours does YouTube take out of the week? Hey, Yvonne, they're back. People are asking for you, Yvonne. How you doing?
We're delayed.
Yeah, everyone heard.
Delayed. I got some water. Oh, thing.
Don't suck on the lid of that, because live streams and drinking water out of bottles gets Down's votes. Yeah. Yvonne's checking out duty-free grog. Does a carbon bike frame have a lifespan? Depends on the usage. It really does. And if you leave it in UV, or if you leave it soaking in water, etc. What bike do I prefer for a beginner? If one is flying like an eagle, caw. How good's Rhino? There's a Rhino fan watching. Any bike that fits and changes gears, it doesn't matter for a beginner. When you start looking at racing and things like that, and performance-wise, that's it. Yeah. So everyone's just checking out all the questions that are coming through as well. So a golden retriever, I'm not sure. So, do we get that golden retrievers are Labradors? Zwift on Apple TV uses Bluetooth only. Rhino's a legend. Rhino is like Maeve. His heart is just in just a good spot. They're good, really, really good people. And when you meet them in person as well, they're just normal dudes. Just there's no showboating like what you see online and stuff. Yeah, you see them having a heap of fun, but they're just they're great guys. Golden Labs, long-haired retriever, excellent. I'm skilling up in my dog knowledge. Rhino has no girlfriend. How? He's got that eagle. I think that eagle's getting a bit of a. I was going to say pounding, but that's probably inappropriate. Ryan loves his eagle. Yeah, met Maeve at Fed Square. Yeah, okay, so Lou V was down there as well. Yeah, and what a turnout. Weren't we amazed with the turnout?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Rhino's busy on Tinder. What, Tinder for fluffy animals? Yeah, Rhino needs to go on YouTube, but look, YouTube is just a time sink. It just takes live stuff's easy, but the proper content that actually people will give a thumbs up to is really, really hard to do.
Mountain biking. Last weekend was the Mont 24 in Canberra. We did that a couple of years ago. It was a little team.
Vaughn, you're out of picture.
That's fine. I gotta go.
Okay. But Vaughn's next to me, so if anyone's got questions for Vaughn, let me know. What I say, smart trainers are generally reliable. Yeah. Well, my original kicker is 4 years old and still going strong. Well, after a new belt, but that's just the moving part. And firmware updates and stuff. So the original kicker is going well. For the others, I haven't put the same kind of mileage on the other trainers. But yeah, for sure. And they've usually got pretty good warranty as well. So at least 12 months, maybe 2 years, 24 months. Check with the manufacturer though. But yeah, I've been pretty happy. And the second-hand market's usually pretty good. Somebody came around to hire a kicker yesterday. They're asking about the best best value trainer, which is still for me the original Kicker second hand. If you can get them under $1,000 Australian, you can get, that's a really, really good deal. That's where I pick most of mine up. You just can't find them. They go so fast. If they were unreliable, they're Max Power's mother is watching. Her name is Celia or Cecilia. G'day. And you're using the Tax Flux? No, they're now for sale in Australia though, but I haven't got a third to try out. Where do I buy second-hand kickers, or where do anyone buy second-hand kickers? Facebook groups. There's a lot of Facebook groups in Australia for second-hand bike parts. People just sell them off. It's usually people who are just either don't want to ride indoors, it's not for them, which is fine, it's not for everyone. But you can pick up a really good deal through that. Can I do a review on the Kicker Snap? If I get one, yeah, but it's not on the shopping list. Eurobike is on the cards, but no, nothing's booked yet. Best smart trainer on the market right now, it's not that easy. It's sort of what's the best car to buy. It's not that easy. Again, GP Lama indoor trainer reviews, just Google for that. There's my whole summary list of all the trainers I've ridden. I give them a rating out of 10, but also talk about the ins and outs of each one of those trainers that I've tried. Someone's going to lend me their Snap for their review. The price I charge is I get to keep it. So you keep your Snap, I'll review one if I can get one to keep. How big is the difference between wheel-on and wheel-off trainers? Wheel-on comes with a few more overheads. It's cheaper, but you've got to have a clean tyre, you've got to have the right tyre pressure, you've got to have the calibration done right. There's things like tyre slipping as well, you get tyre wear. So that's the trade-off. Direct drive, bike straight on, bang. You do have to take your tyre off to get your bike on the direct drive, but usually they're superior. Best racing tyres for the money? Look, data-wise, the GP4000S's come up really, really well with latex tubes. So I'd go GP4000S's with latex tubes. There are some, that's kind of cheap-ish. There's some really high-quality cotton wool tyres you can buy, but they are quite expensive. Yeah, they're pretty hard tyres though. I mean, they're hard wearing, but they're also hard tyres, the GP4000S's. How accurate is a power meter from a power reading from a dumb trainer on Zwift? It depends, and there's so many variables there. It really does depend. And even for trainers with a really good speed power curve, there's other variables that kick in as well. For example, the Lama, that's done at sea level. So if you're like 300 meters above sea level, or you're 3,000 feet above sea level, those numbers will be out. So it's really, that's why strain gauges is the way to go. Best Parve tyres? No idea. Garmin or Wahoo for a new computer? Andy Davis asks. Either or. They both pretty much perform the same function. Garmin, I guess, have the edge with, literally have the edge with Garmin Connect IQ, so there's a few more apps coming along for that. But having said that, the Bolt and the Element have a ton of third-party add-ons as well, so you need to look at the range. That's why it's not as easy as, which one to buy, this or this. It's not as easy as just go buy a Kicker or, which was the only choice back in the day. So have a look at the features that you want and go from there. Best budget computer? Again, it depends. If you just want your phone, cheap. If you've already got a phone, that's it. Wide fit cycle shoes? I'm not sure, Vaughn. Wide fit cycle shoes? Bont? I know Bonts are pretty wide.
Specialized do a wide fit as well.
Vaughn tells me Specialized do a specific wide fit shoe. Aluminium or carbon handlebar? Aluminium, because I can get a pair of bars for like $60, and the carbon ones are like $360. And the weight difference is... Power meter on road bike or smart trainer for indoor? Both. They're both two different things. It's like saying, do I get a horse or do I get a bus? They're two different things. Handy to have both. Got people lining up already. I'll show you. That's my head. But it begins. Kicker snap. I don't know. I have no experience with the kicker snap. It's the one trainer that has eluded me. I've not got one to review or unbox. I almost had one the other day, then I got switched over to a kicker 2. Can we hire you to set up a trainer in Brunswick? It depends. Depends if I survive Vegas. Fun laughs at that one. Is the Bolt a good idea for the first cycling computer? Yeah, sure, if you can afford one. It's quite expensive for a first computer, but make sure you do your research first, because it's all about, if you unbox it and turn it on, you're like, what? You need to pair the app. So just watch a few videos on the Bolt. DC Rainmaker stuff is really good as well. Like he does a complete feature set review.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, United Airlines is taking the following passengers: Miss Cheryl Christensen.
Not me.
Denise Ennis,
I'm not sure if you can hear those things coming through. Hopefully it's
Adrian
alright.
Hepburn, Anastasios Ilopopoulos.
Why are we heading to the US? We're going to perform in Vegas.
Douglas McNestrade.
That's right, perform in Vegas. We're racing e-bikes for Esports in Vegas. But according to my passenger card, I'm going for a holiday.
And Andrew Willis. If you are in the terminal, can you see staff at gate number 10? Thank you.
What Zwift course would I have chosen for the event if I was the organiser? We would have done 3 laps of Watopia to showcase how nice it is to ride on a virtual island in the middle of nowhere. And it's the scene. It's a lot more scenic and a lot more better to actually showcase. 3 laps of Watopia is hard enough. What's that, 27 k's or so? Similar kind of distance. Yeah, I would have gone Watopia. Am I on Musically? No. E-bikes, I meant not e-bikes as in power bike, as in pixel bikes, as in esports, not e-bikes. That would be easier. What's my job other than YouTube? I'm in IT security, cyber security. What do they call it now? Cyber, yeah, that stuff. Are we going to see Britney? Hope so. Can we live stream that? That'd be kind of cool.
My name is Angela, and it's my pleasure to
How many koalas does the kangaroo kick? If kangaroo kick koalas, the kangaroo to koala ratio is about 5, I reckon.
Comfortable as we'll begin boarding shortly. We would like to remind you of United's carry-on baggage policy.
That's us. All right, guys. Thanks for helping me kill some time here, and thanks Yvonne for coming along.
If you have a larger carry-on, please make sure
And yeah, so sorry, these ones are sort of just rambly and just generally live stuff, but nothing scripted, all chats, and it's all because of the questions that you guys post here. So I really appreciate the conversation here, and we shall see everyone very, very soon in Vegas. Well, LA first. We'll go LA, then we're going to Vegas. Everyone's coming along. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.